What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an alternator on a 2009 Honda Pilot with a 3.5, and go step by step how we do it. So stick around. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. So let's get started. All right, first thing we gotta do is we gotta take off all this top right here because we're gonna pull the alternator out from the from this side, and it's tight. It's buried in there. So you're gonna take out these little deals right here. The intake, disconnect the battery obviously because I'm gonna have to disconnect the cable on the alternator, and that's what I'm gonna start out with. So these little pin deals pop. Take this bad boy off. You gotta take this little container off here. Twist it. Twist it. Take off the battery. Start with these two bolts. 1, 2. Looks like this little grill should be all I need to remove, and it's got these little deals on it. They just pull it up, and I'm gonna take the grill out. I'm hoping that'll give me enough space to pull everything forward so I don't have to do all the drama of taking off the bumper. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's kind of hard to get the right angle, but you gotta kind of pry it a little bit, just kind of open it up. Kind of tight, but just go underneath, pry the little edge. You can look at it with a mirror and a flashlight to get an idea of where to pry on it. We'll pry out the middle. There we go. All right, so the plan is to take the mounting bolts for the radiator, lean the radiator forward, and then take the fan out, and then hopefully I can sneak out that alternator, because if I just leave it like that and try to take the fan out, the alternator is so big it'll kind of scuff up the radiator as I pull it up. So you just got to get the mounting bolts real quick. Got one over here, one here. All right, take this fan shroud out. There's 4 bolts that hold it, and then I gotta take all these wire harnesses. It's got these little plastic deals that keep it secure. I gotta pop those out. The first one I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the bolts out. Top 2 are gonna be easy because it's right here. The top 2 bolts out. Now it's these kind of things. These little panel popper. Take off this plastic. Just pop right out. Electrical connector. Try to see if it just comes out. Yep, comes out just like that. Not gonna come out. With those 2 hoses down there, they need to have those clamps taken off. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Right there. All I did really is take a flathead, long flathead, and I just kind of put it in there and I twisted it to free up these things. I got them both already. So, all right, so there's a hole underneath the car right here, and I couldn't get a good shot about it, but these are what I used to take the 2 bottom bolts out of the fan right there. So usually in the cars they have just a slot where it goes in, make it easier, but not this one. There's bolts that hold it on the bottom, 10mm head. So this is what I use. I use this on one and this on the other. So anyways, now what I'm gonna do is I gotta take this off because that's in the way. I got it kind of coming back a little bit, but I gotta be careful. I don't want to break anything. So I'm gonna take this off, mess with this a little more, and I'm gonna see if I can slide that fan up. There we go. The 2 bolts at the bottom, 2 on top. Okay, now I just learned something. I guess it's slotted at the bottom. So I guess I probably could have just loosened them, but what I'll do is I'll just start them before I put it back in there, and that way I'll just slide it in there and then tighten them up. But there we go. So I got that out. So that opened it up a lot in here. Now I'm going to take this taking this alternator out, and I'm going to just pull it out of here. And I'll have the radiator pulled back so I don't ding it up, because if it's not, you can kind of go along these fins and flatten them out, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to disrupt the airflow. Here's a little screw here you got to take out. Next I'm going to get the nut. Take the nut off that. There's some nuts, 12mm. Now the connector, the back of the alternator. So I'm gonna use this pick tool. Try to pull back on the cover. It's got this rubber cover on it. I need to expose the connector so I can unplug it. There it is. There we go. This blue connector, and you just pull it back, and then you can get pushed down on this thing and pull it out. This one, it's like it's for the air conditioning. I just went undid it like that so we can get these wires out the way. There's this little nut looking thing that's sticking out that you put a 19mm socket on, and it's not going to go right real easy. We got to put a lot of pressure, just kind of hold the pressure, and it overcomes a hydraulic piston in there, and then it starts to free up the belt. See how it kind of moves a little bit? Take the alternator off and release it. I really couldn't see that, but all right, the top bolt is 12mm. That one's going to be the easy one to get to. There's the easy one. Now the bolt in front is a 14mm. There you go. I gotta break it free. There it is. There we go. Get it through. Careful not to mess up the radiator. Pull back on the radiator. Feed it up, feed it up, feed it up, feed it up. Finally got that in there. Start tightening it. Okay. This one down here pretty good. This lower one you're going to want to tighten pretty good, because that's going to be the main support for it. There we go. alternators in. Now hook up the wires, the belt, put it all back together. Alright, well, you can see I put the belt on, got the power hooked up, the alternator hooked up, and I got that wire down for the compressor. Got that bolt back in. Now all I have to do is feed that the fan back in, put together the front, the top. We should be good to go. Alright guys, I got it all back together. You can see it's charging pretty good. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Later.